I was walking the other day with an individual. We were going to get food, and we had to walk about 10 minutes away to a restaurant, right? And I noticed something different about my approach to this situation versus their approach. I noticed they were kind of complaining a lot about having to walk, you know. Meanwhile, I'm walking and I'm in this mountain town, you know, and it's beautiful, and I'm just looking around and I'm just like, hell yeah, I get to walk, you know. I don't have to be in the car, I get to walk. This is great, let's do it, you know. That was my approach to the situation. We're both taking the same walk. We're both in the same reality, but our perspective of what's in front of us is different, right? Like, ask yourself, which perspective is better, right? Which perspective is going to get you further in life, make you more happy in life over time? I'm gonna argue that it's not the stressed out, complaining perspective. We've got to realize that complaints are just resisting the present moment. Complaints are judging the present moment. When you judge the present moment and resist the present moment in a negative way, you release the stress hormone cortisol. And what people don't realize about stress is that it releases this hormone, and you can get addicted to this hormone. Just like there's adrenaline junkies, just like there's people who like to be around positive things, are addicted to positivity. You can be addicted to negativity and stress biologically because you're addicted to the stress hormone cortisol. So if you're someone who complains a lot, you have this habit, you're like a junkie of, getting your fix of stress, right? You meet people, they say, oh, I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out all the time. That is your choice. You do have power over whether you're stressed out or not. Now if someone's in a really negative situation, they might not have so much power over being stressed out because their environment, their work, whatever, it's affecting them in a negative manner where no amount of reframing the situation would make them think in a positive light. But we do have the power to remove ourselves from those situations as well. So if you're stressed out, if you're happy, it is your choice at the end of the day, right? What are you gonna hook yourself on? Are you gonna hook yourself on serotonin, happy chemicals, being positive, looking at life in a positive way? Or are you gonna hook yourself, get your fix on the stress hormone cortisol, right? And what happens when we're around people that are hooked on the stress hormone cortisol, they're always complaining, they're always stressed out, that will affect us over time. That person being around us will affect us over time. You'll find yourself complaining more. You'll find yourself getting hits from complaints. It's like a hit of a drug, right? You'll start to like it more, So what can you do when there's someone around you that's complaining a lot, Can you help them? Can you help yourself? How do you fix this situation? Well, one thing I've learned is that when there's someone that's a complainer, someone that's just negative all the time, one thing you can do, and this is really the only route to possibly help them, possibly change their situation, is you call it out. You call out the complaining, all right? So let's just say you're walking with someone, they're complaining a lot. You call it out in a way that's lighthearted and playful. You don't want to get mad at them. You don't want to start an argument. You want to call it out, and you want to make a funny joke almost. You just be like, gee, we got the complaint factory over here, right? What that's going to do by you calling that out, it's going to show that person, it's going to make that person aware of their own behavior. They're going to be like, wait, okay, I was complaining. And this person just called it out, right? A lot of people are hooking themselves on stress and they're not aware of it, right? So when you call out this behavior, you make them aware of it. Now, here's where it gets tricky. if that person continues, maybe you see them another day and their behavior has gone back to their default mode of being stressed out, complaining, avoiding the present moment, then unfortunately that person, it's helping that person is only going to drag you down, right? The best thing to do is to remove yourself, is to distance yourself from that person over time. Otherwise, they're going to hook you on complaining, right? And that's not going to put you in a good position to give your gifts in life, right? That's not going to give you a clear head to go after opportunities. In fact, you're going to look at opportunities and you're going to be like, oh, I ain't doing that. That's a scam. I'm not going after that. It's probably going to end well. It's probably not going to end well anyway, right? So if you want to be someone that is in the best position to go after opportunity in life, you can't have people like this around you, unfortunately. You have to have standards for the people in your life, right? So if someone's not acting the way that fits your standard, unfortunately, you have to distance yourself. So now that you've watched this video, you have become aware of maybe this behavior in yourself, right? I've just called it out. I've just made you aware. So from here on out, if you continue that behavior, that negative behavior, it's on you, right? It's on you. Maybe you've been unaware, now you're aware, but now it's on you to change your behavior and maybe to help those around you to become more happy, But understand that you can only help so much. And when you keep helping, you can be dragged underneath, right? So be aware of that. Complaining is just resistance to the present moment. Everything that's here in reality is just here. It just is. So any judgment, whether it's good or bad, that comes from us. That's on us. Learn to accept what is without judgment. No more complaints. Stop resisting reality, and whatever hurts you will flow off your back like water.